What do you want me to do?
I want you to turn him loose.
I can't turn him loose, Bruce.
Who can?
Nobody can.
It's not every day that we get to see a law enforcement officer get against their own fellows. However, today we'll be going through these cases where corrupt cops were taught a lesson by the good ones. In November 2022, Deputy Wyatt Holyoke pulled over Kenneth Adams for a couple of traffic violations. But when he went to check his ID, he discovered something that led to an exciting series of events.
How's it going?
Good. What did I do wrong?
Good. So the reason I stopped you is you didn't come to a complete stop, the stop sign?
I did.
And then you didn't have your turn signal on.
I sure did.
Okay.
I know for a fact I had my turn signal on.
Okay.
That's why I was surprised you were pulling me over, but whatever.
Adams seemed very sure of himself as he entirely denied what the officer had very clearly witnessed him doing. Moments later, Holyoke ran his ID.
Look back up there. Have him step out. Oh no, he's been placed on arrest for a warrant. He has an active warrant.
Holyoke discovered that Kenneth Adams had a warrant out for his arrest related to a previous burglary crime, which is no laughing matter when you're Kenneth Adams, the son of a police commissioner.
All right, can I get you to step out of the vehicle with me?
What are you doing? No, what's going on? Seriously, what's going on?
You have a warrant. I don't know how you have a warrant, but it's on our system right now. You have an active warrant out of 7th District Court here in San Juan.
I've gone to, no, that's incorrect. Because I've gone
well,
to
it's on our system right now.
Well, you
I'm not going to argue with you about it. You're going to go to jail tonight on that warrant, okay?
No, I'm not.
Yes, you
I
are.
don't. Excuse me, like, no.
Okay.
This is, dude, this is absurd.
Mr. Adams, you do have an active warrant for your arrest.
And
So-
who issued the warrant though?
The courts
The
have
court.
it issued.
For what though? Because I've gone to court for everything. There should not be an active warrant for me anywhere, dude.
Adams maintains that he had already been to court for all the charges that he faced in the past, but this didn't matter much to the officer. Eventually, Adams agreed to get out of the car and called his mother.
Huh?
I'm calling my parents.
Okay, you can call him. I'm going to put you in touch real quick.
I'm getting arrested. Apparently they think there's a warrant out for my arrest on and it's not. But I'm out by Eastland. I'm getting arrested. Eastland. And they're arresting me right now. The cops are, Mom. Who else would arrest me? I'm going to jail. Mom, they are handcuffing me right now. I asked them for the warrant and they don't tell me anything about a search warrant. So nothing, not using anything, Mom. They're arresting me because they said there was a warrant for me.
Okay, I'm hanging the phone up.
No, I'm not kidding, Mom.
Initially, even his own mother couldn't believe the news of her son's arrest. However, after he repeatedly assured her that it was not a joke, she felt compelled to send his father.
My question is who... This is a joke. This is seriously the biggest joke I've ever heard of. When you turned on your lights, I knew there was some bullshit going on.
It was issued October 13th.
For what?
This year. It's when the warrant was issued.
For what?
It had some felony charges, burglary charges.
Dude, I've been to court for that. No, I've been to court for that.
All right, listen to this officer.
Look that way real quick so I can fix it.
Well, if I've been to court, then why am I getting arrested?
I don't know. I don't know what all the court's purposes are for filing the warrant. All I know is there is a warrant, okay? So that's going to be up to you and the courts to be able to figure that out. Right?
Yeah, I do.
So it has 2 burglary charges listed, a theft charge, mischief,
That's on my old case.
3 charges of burglary of a vehicle, and
Yeah.
criminal trespass.
Yeah, why is that floating up now?
Adams waited for his dad to arrive as he kept asking the officers about the details of his warrant. He was still very sure that the related charges had already been cleared in court. Eventually, Adams' father, a San Juan County commissioner, arrives on the scene. But by this point, his son has been taken to jail.
What do you want me to do?
Well, we're letting you take the car so we don't have to impound it.
I don't want it impounded.
I know, that's why we're letting you take it.
Hey, where's Kenneth?
He's in jail. They took him.
You already took him to jail?
They took him to jail and I stayed here with the car.
Why?
For a warrant.
Who do I call to find out?
To find out the warrant?
You're a police officer. Tell me who I call to find out why he's in jail.
Hey, so I got Bruce Adams here. Braden took Kenneth to jail on a warrant. Can I show Bruce the warrant? What's the protocol there? Yeah, he's pretty mad.
Ultimately, the deputy's boss does allow Bruce Adams to check out his son's warrant and see if he can figure out why he's still jailed.
Okay, that's the warrant. Okay, so it says warrant status active, offense burglary, burglary, theft, criminal mischief, burglary of a vehicle, burglary of a vehicle, burglary
He's
of a
already
vehicle,
been to court over that.
criminal trespass, normal 7th District
He's already
Court,
been to
Monticello.
court.
Bruce, we don't have anything to do with that. All we know is that the warrant issues a current. That the court issues a warrant. That's all we know.
Well, he's been to court and been charged. He has a plea in abeyance on all that.
I don't know, Bruce. I have no idea.
Who knows?
The courts. The
I
courts are the
can't
only ones who
get,
know.
I can't get to the court until Monday
Right.
because of a son of a false arrest.
You saw the warrant right there. I showed you a warrant.
He's been charged with that, and he has a plea in abeyance on all of it.
We can tell that Bruce is getting angrier with the situation, as he claims that his son has already been to the court regarding this warrant. What he doesn't realize is that Deputy Holyoke can do nothing about that situation.
What do you want me to do?
I want you to turn him loose.
I can't turn him loose, Bruce.
Who can?
Nobody can. He's been arrested for a warrant. The courts can.
And the warrant's false.
Huh? The warrant's not false.
You want me to sue the county sheriff because he arrested my kid on a false warrant?
The warrant's right there.
If this isn't the most obvious abuse of power, then I don't know what is. A powerful member of the police force uses his status and position to try and threaten officers into getting his son out. As if this verbal abuse, Bruce continues to call the sheriff's office and hound them about their convicted felon of a son. Later on, it was discovered that the warrant existed because of incomplete documents submitted by Kenneth. Ultimately, he got out of jail very soon after his arrest and submitted the documents related to removing the warrant. And sometimes, even the cops side with the First Amendment auditors.
But as far as him being out here taking pictures, video, and I can't let him.
On January 16, 2020, an auditor went by the YouTube name News Now South Carolina, was conducting an audit near an Odell Oil Company. The employees, however, didn't like being filmed and contacted the cops to come over and arrest the auditor.
So today we are in Belton, South Carolina at the Odell Oil Company. This is where we are here. Look at that. Photographing or otherwise recording this facility is, or its operations is prohibited. Look at that. You gotta love that. Let's go see this sign here. This sign here says the same thing. That sign says the exact same thing. Access to this facility is limited. Photographing or otherwise recording.
The auditor discovered that Odell was more than secretive about their operation, but the auditor was on public property, meaning the company couldn't do much about it.
I can't hear you. The whole facility? Well, both of them really. Get some information on them. I'm sorry, brother, I can't hear you.
What kind of information you need?
A whole lot of information, honestly. A whole lot of it. Visitor parking is back along the side here, or is it in the gate on the side?
We need to know what you're going for.
Say what?
We can't just give out our information.
Oh, no. I didn't have any questions about it.
It doesn't take long for Odell's people to notice the auditor and come out to question and intimidate him.
Who are you?
I'm an operator here.
Operator here, what's your name?
So that's irrelevant.
I understand that.
Yeah.
Cav, your name?
It's irrelevant also.
Okay, I was just asking.
Yeah. Hold on. We'll call the cops. Yeah, I'm going to have to.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
Private property.
Yeah. Inside the fence is.
Yeah, what you need pictures for?
You said what I need pictures for? Well, I can't say it right now because it's not published. But you can call the people, that's fine. Okay. I'll be along the way somewhere. I'll be along the road somewhere. I didn't drive. I'm a step ahead of everybody. But I'll be along here somewhere. I'm not leaving. I'm just walking. I promise I'll be in the area. And when they come out, can y'all come back out, please? Thank you.
It seems that the auditor is entirely fearless about Odell telling him to the police, as he's well aware of his rights and knows he's on public property.
But they're gonna call the police, so we're gonna hang out until they call them and see how this goes. So y'all stay tuned, please. So they decided to send somebody out here to talk to me, right? It's actually about to start raining. Again, I'm in Belton, South Carolina at the oil company on a road here, 33 feet from the center line of the road. I have their property line in my phone, and there are public utilities all right here. Some are in their property, some are right here, which is outside of the fence, and their trespassing signs are on the fence, which is beyond me. It's very beyond me. And he's just sitting here. If you turn it sideways, you get a better picture.
The auditor explains how far away he is actually from the property line, and that if Odell wants some privacy, they are going to need to put up something more than fences.
just filming, and I'm trying to figure out why they're following me around here, and I can't figure it out.
Well, kind of somebody suspicious.
Well, that's fine. But you know, you're allowed to take my picture also. That's totally fine. Now, whether or not you can get it, that's between you and your camera. But that guy here has been following me around, and then you came out here to take my picture. If you turn your phone the other way, you get a better picture. Turn it sideways. No, turn your phone sideways. That's right. I can't. But I'm trying to figure out why y'all are following me. It's like nobody here understands the rights that I have granted to me under the First Amendment. That's what's crazy. Again, I don't see these every day, so I stopped to take pictures of all these big oil wells here because I don't see them every day. But it's like people are freaking out about it over a camera.
Well, it's kind of a touchy.
But y'all have cameras all over y'all facility.
Oh, we do.
So how is my camera any different than your camera? It isn't different, right? I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm just trying to spread education. That's all. If I can film, so can you film, and y'all cameras are rolling in there. There is no hurt, harm, or danger done here. None at all. I see all your prior notice about trespassing. I haven't breached not one of them signs. 33 feet from the center line of the road is public property. And I also have the GIS survey of y'all's property line. I don't plan on coming on y'all property at all.
Obviously, the scare tactics are not working on this veteran auditor as he stands firm upon his right. However, not long after this incident, Officer Parker of the Anderson Police Department arrives on the scene.
Hey, did they call you out here? They did? Along this public easement here. And I was taking pictures this way, that way, and back here, and they freaked out. They completely freaked out about it. And they was like, well, I'm gonna call the police. I said, that's fine. I don't mind talking because there's no crime being committed here. They freaked the hell out. These guys here. That guy right there. Hey, come over here, buddy. Yeah, you. Come here, please. I just need you to inform him of the First Amendment that I'm allowed to record here in public, and I can be on my way. That's all I need from you, Officer Parker. Can you please just inform him of my rights through the First Amendment, and I'm on my way. That's all I wanted. I told you I was coming back, buddy. I didn't want to be rude. I just want you to be informed and hear from someone else that I'm completely allowed to do what I'm doing.
So, with him taking pictures, it's not a problem. Okay. If he goes on the property, kind of get a story.
We're just going at the terminal. We're on high alert anyway, so we're just making sure.
There's nothing you can do about it.
As long as he's not, I mean, were you going behind the gate or anything?
Well, you walked in our driveway.
No, I didn't. I stayed on the sidewalk, and you kept talking to me. I said I couldn't hear you, and I came closer to hear you. It was a consensual conversation at that point, so please don't try to say I came to your property.
You was on the edge of our driveway here.
Because I couldn't hear you, which was then a consensual conversation that you engaged in. I came closer to hear you.
Can you go up the way to me and you can go?
I can't.
What can we do?
Build a brick wall.
If he goes behind the gate, we can put him, I mean, we can put him on trespass from there. But as far as him being out here taking pictures, video, and I can't really do it.
Can't do anything about it. I tried to tell you that, but y'all wasted resources.
It's almost as if they can't believe what they are hearing from their own two ears, that filming in public is a First Amendment protected activity, and the cops can do nothing about this.
I just tried to help these two gentlemen out here, and they didn't want to understand me, so they called this sweet officer out here and wasted resources when they could have asked me the same question, and I gave them the same answer, but they didn't want to listen to me. So now they're on the internet looking like fools because I tried to tell them. And those weren't my intentions. I tried to walk away, but then I saw her pulling up, and I figured that they called and wasted her sweet time out here. I'm sorry you had to come out here, Officer Parker.
You're fine. Just do me a favor, don't go behind the
Oh, I won't. And I told them I have their property line on my phone. I checked the GIS survey. As long as I'm well within public property, it's a public utility pole. There no trespassing prior notice starts on the other side of that fence. I have no plans of breaching their property at all. None.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you for coming out, all right? It was a pleasure having you here.
It's surely refreshing to see that there are officers out there who have received proper training and can effectively apply that training in real-world situations. As the auditor mentioned, Odell could have handled this whole situation better and not called the police to waste precious public resources. And here's another instance where a corrupt police officer was caught by the good one.
So here's a bunch of Zanny bars, and so you got felony right here.
On September 7, 2018, Officer Jonathan Schuller from the Maricopa Police Department was driving on the freeway when he hit the concrete curved barrier wall and was subsequently tracked down and contacted by the police.
You haven't been drinking, have you?
No.
Nothing at all?
Nope, been smoked. Really tired from this week. Finally got into that lab.
Okay.
Eat McDonald's and eat shit on the corner. Did you have a collision with another vehicle at all?
Schuler made this incident sound like a small accident that had only happened because he was eating his McDonald's and was distracted by something inside his car.
Eating my McDonald's and my fries. Okay. Not paying attention, ate shit curb, tried to get off the roadway, and here I am. Okay. What'd you say your license was? Yeah. Who do you work for? City of Maricopa. Okay. So I do have one off-duty weapon right here, just so you know. Okay. And then I have one in my truck as well, sir. Okay. Insurance? Oh, okay. So what happened to your car? Well, driving down the highway, trying to eat my Big Mac and my double cheeseburgers. Trying to punch in the address, and wow. Radio. I fucked up. What'd you hit? Curb. Like, on the freeway, or? Yeah, on, gotta be the 202 or something. Was the tire sparking or something? I don't know. That's what we were told. That's what I'm asking. Oh, okay. Yeah. No, I don't know. I hit it, and then I was just looking for an exit, found this one, and busted over here.
The officer makes sure to declare his carry to the officers, showing that he is still somewhat mindful, despite hitting the concrete wall.
So, we got called because somebody said you hit a car on the freeway. Oh, shit. I thought I hit a curb. Did you? Where were you at when you hit the curb? I was on the 202, and then I just exited real quick. I was trying to find where are you headed right now? Chandler? Yeah, Chandler. Okay.
It wasn't another car he hit. It was the 40.
One of like those rays. Okay. Because there's off-duty to Maricopa.
He was in Scottsdale for HT in school. And I go, what was your role in it? He goes, not that. Okay, but you got out and looked at when they unsteady. Yeah.
By this point, the cops still have their suspicions, as something still doesn't seem to add up for them in their head. They still, for whatever reason, suspect a DUI.
Nothing to drink tonight, no prescription medications? Okay. All right. Would you mind stepping out of the car for me, please? Are you still looking for the insurance? Yeah. Yeah, let's see if you can pull that up real quick. You all right? You're shaking, bud.
No, sure. 8 accidents. I've been in 1 accident.
There's nothing to drink tonight, no prescription medications? Okay. All right.
We can clearly see here that Schuler openly tells the officers that he's on no medications whatsoever.
Nothing to drink?
Nothing to drink, man.
Your eyes are a little bloodshot watery, you're kind of shaking, and...
I'm shaking because I know how this goes down.
How what goes down?
Well, you're going to investigate me for a DUI, most likely.
Well... I just want to make sure to be driving, you know what I mean? All right. Would you mind if I take a look at your eyes then? If you've had nothing to drink?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, perfect. All right. What I want you to do is stand with your feet together, arms straight down at your side. Are you wearing contacts?
No.
Any recent head injuries?
No.
Any eye problems? You ever been diagnosed with any eye problems?
No.
No? All right. What I'm going to do...
No nystagmus.
No nystagmus. That's kind of weird. You just came from that. All right, so you understand what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my pen, I'm going to move it forth, back in front of your face a couple times, follow with your eyes and your eyes only. Don't.
Due to the overall suspicion still being on Schuler, the cops have to perform a mandatory DUI test on him to determine what's happening.
And remain in that position until I tell you to begin. Can you touch heel to toe? You need a minute?
I'm nervous as hell. Not gonna lie.
All right, go ahead and begin.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There. 6.
I don't think that you have to be a trained professional to be able to tell that Schuler was a little more than nervous. At this point, suspicions of a DUI were even more obvious.
Have you taken any prescription medications or anything?
No. Prescription hydrocodone.
You took hydrocodone?
Yeah.
When?
For my elbow surgery.
When was that?
4 hours ago.
4 hours ago?
Yeah, so it should be pretty well out of my system, I would think.
How much do you prescribe? Oh, I thought you said you took 10 pills. I'm like, good no. God, man.
They call it an ambo.
Yeah, holy crap. Okay. So you took...
Only when the responding officer asks Schuler one more time if he's taken any prescription drug. But Schuler only tells the truth on this occasion.
$6.99 on this channel. You start my way, please. All right, take a deep breath in, exhale like you're blowing up a balloon. All right. Yep. So, just writing it down before I forget it, that's all. So let me ask you this. Are you nervous more so because of the prescription medications you took? No, I've taken them before. It was just I honestly got lost, and then I need my McDonald's to get home.
Schuler is still trying to cover up the obvious because of his shaky overall body language. Despite everything, he continuously tries to make excuses for the incident on the road. The cops are still not satisfied and perform more tests, continuing with the questioning.
What have you taken today?
Prescription ibuprofen, prescription hydrocodone, acetaminophen, or whatever it is. Hydrocodone.
Mm-hmm. Anything else? How long ago did you take the hydrocodone?
Probably an hour before I went to HGN. I had HGN, I don't know if I told you that, but I went to HGN class in PCSO tonight.
The
000s
was kind of what we expected.
Okay.
I think with everything else, that you may have either taken more than you were prescribed of the oxy, or you took it too soon to be driving safely in a vehicle. All right? So at this point, you are under arrest for DUI. All right? Okay. I need you to put your hands behind your back for me, please.
Okay. It's my left, but you're good.
Is that going to cause you any discomfort?
No, you're good.
Okay.
The left one is we just had.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
Ultimately, he's detained for a DUI despite blowing a 0.00 on the breathalyzer test, indicating that even if there was no alcohol involved in the scenario, the combination of medication Schuler consumed had made him high.
Any other gear that you all your radio?
Yep, all of my SWAT gear and all of that actually is in my, so we're talking rifle mags, flashbangs.
You have flashbangs in your car?
Some gas, stuff like this. We've got to roll at any point. So there's going to be some
gas
stuff.
as well. Okay.
Yeah. I don't have any, there's no gas, like, I'm not talking CS gas or anything like that.
Y'all carry flashbangs? You have like the little containers?
Box.
Oh, okay. That's,
yeah,
I thought you meant like they were on your vest. I'm like, come on, dude.
Nope.
All right. Nothing else on you?
Even the police themselves are surprised and concerned with what Schuler has in the trunk of his car. He's driving around with an arsenal whilst under the influence, making this cop dangerous to himself and everyone else.
I just saw him and I just thought, since it's pertinent to that, I'll let him, get on myself.
These are Zanny bars.
Yeah. Well, that's the same thing, but there's two different pills.
Yeah, he's putting pills in here because that's a hell of a lot of Zannies.
The cops find two of the same bottles with the same labels, however, with two different pills inside entirely. As it turned out, one was full of none other than Xanax, showing that indeed Officer Schuler wasn't as compliant with the law as once thought.
So we know those are Zanny bars.
Yeah, these are Zanny bars. So here's a bunch of Zanny bars. And so you got felony right here.
Well, that's fun.
Lucky you, right? Lucky you.
I don't do That looks like Xanax.
It is Xanax.
It
says Xanax on the backside of it.
We're just going to look it up. What's on the other side?
Got everything in there. Yeah, I'm thinking the majority of this we're going to give to him.
Ultimately, this discovery by the officers puts Schuler in a position where he could potentially be facing felony-level charges. Naturally, they had no choice but to take him back to the police department for questioning and further investigation.
The University of Northern Iowa.
Oh, okay. So, I got a question for you, bud. You said you took a oxycodone? Hydrocodone, I'm sorry.
Hydrocodone.
4 hours ago? Well, you told me that at the stop.
Yeah.
Were you at Pinal County in Florence when you took it?
Right afterwards.
So afterwards?
Yeah.
Where is that prescription bottle?
Right at home. Tracking.
Tracking what? I'm curious. So, you took it while you were there? After the wet lab?
Yes.
What did you retrieve that pill from?
My pocket.
So you just had a loose Oxycontin in your pocket, or oxycodone. So you just had a loose one in your pocket?
Yes.
Did you take anything else?
No.
Well, you told us you took Ambien when you were eating the hamburgers.
Yeah, Ambien. You're right, yeah.
Where'd you get the Ambien from?
I got it prescribed.
Where'd you pull the pill from?
Oh, my pocket.
So you just had loose pills in your pocket?
Yes.
Why would you take a sleeping pill prior to driving a vehicle?
To tell you the truth, because I haven't slept very well.
You're not gonna offend us if you cuss. You're fine.
Okay.
Backed up into a corner, Schuler doesn't have many options left to try and adjust himself out of this one. He tries to make his excuses about his elbow surgery make sense, but it doesn't seem to check out.
And I wanted to take it, get home, and crash, and not be up until 2 or 3 in the morning. So I thought I would take it. Oh, I shouldn't say I thought I would. I took it, grabbed some food, and was driving home.
So you were just trying to curb the time that it would take effect?
Yes.
You didn't think that was a bad idea, getting behind the wheel after taking that stuff?
I honestly, with my body weight stuff, no.
So that's fine. The problem is, in your car we found the 2 anastrozole bottles, but why? Help me understand why you have X in a testosterone pill bottle. Why wouldn't you keep the X in the prescription bottle it came in?
And are you prescribed?
Yes.
For what?
For sleep, for anything from back home, Afghanistan.
Okay.
Is it prescribed through the VA?
No.
Can I see that?
Schuler is caught red-handed, now unable to sit stable at all, and just getting more anxious and nervous, as he realizes that he's been taking Xanax without an official Veteran Affairs prescription.
Is that the pink Ambien pill you took?
Broken in half.
Is that what it was, though?
Yeah.
Okay. This is Adderall.
Oh.
I think you knew that though. Because when he said the prescription that started with A, it looked like you were starting to mouth the word Adderall and then you stopped yourself.
I was not.
Okay, and that's fine. I could be wrong. I've been wrong before and that's fine.
Are you prescribed Adderall?
No.
So where did you get the Adderall? Because there's quite a few pills in there.
Right.
And it's in a pill bottle that's prescribed to you, but it's the prescription for that testosterone that you were talking about.
It seems that Schuler was playing a complicated cat and mouse chase with the labels and contents of the pills. He didn't even have a prescription for Adderall, which makes it even more shocking.
Are you prescribed this in the Army?
Yes.
How long have you been out of the Army?
2015, 2014.
4 or 5 years?
Yeah.
How often do you take the Adderall?
Whenever I can't think.
Whenever you can't. How many pills were you initially prescribed? Because there's still a decent amount in here.
A lot.
Where's the original pill bottle?
Probably at home somewhere. Or destroyed, or...
Who, is it the same doctor that prescribed this anastrozole that prescribed this?
No.
Ultimately, what the police were able to gather and figure out about Schuler was that he was not short of any other DUI case that night. He had taken a mix of pills, ranging from prescribed medication to over-the-counter drugs. by visiting and manipulating several doctors to secure various prescriptions. This enabled him to go on such wild late-night adventure. Eventually, he was limited to his house while the investigation continued. Before it was over, he was again arrested. This time, he drove into a yard and crashed into a tree. He fled the scene. Scholler resigned from the Maricopa Police Department and later pleaded guilty to DUI for each arrest. Well, that brings us to the end of this video. Today, we got to see cases where good police officers stood up for the rights of citizens and managed to take on the bad ones. Particularly concerning was the first case where a police commissioner asked the cops to bail his son out despite him breaking the laws. This shows how law enforcement officers feel entitled towards accountability. Every cop in this video did a great job of sticking up to the corrupt cops and ensured that justice prevailed. If you agree with me, please consider showing your support by liking this video, and also make sure to subscribe to stay informed about future cases like these. Also, if you enjoyed this video, check out the next video here.